Listen, following football costs enough money already, so don't let your mobile bill mug you off. Rocket Mobile gives you unlimited everything for £16 a month. No nonsense. Powered by Vodafone and Free, plus exclusive content and prizes when you switch on over. Scan the QR code or click the link and put that cash back into football.
I'm here with Marty. Marty, not a good day today, mate. Gone down 2-1 to Villa. Conceded right at the end, which is always disappointing. Your thoughts, your overall thoughts on the game?
No, it was a good game of football. It was end-to-end stuff. The first half was it was a watch, right? And listen, it's disappointing to lose it in the way that we did at the end. But to put it into context, we've just played probably the most informed side in the Premier League with a makeshift back four. We're missing 3 centre-backs. Away from home, it's an early kick-off. And listen, you're not going to win every game of football. And that's, if I had to pick, it's not like we just lost to Wolves or we've lost to, any other side. They're right behind us now, 2 points clear at the top of the table. And like everyone keeps reminding us, Arsenal fans, leagues aren't won in December. So, and they're certainly not lost in December. And is it anything to worry about? More worrying thing, if anything, would be obviously the injuries to our 3 centre-backs.
I'll tell you what is a concern, though, and I'll see what you think about this. In our last 3 away Premier League games, we've not won. We drew at Sunderland, we drew at Chelsea, and now we've lost to Aston Villa. Do you think that is a trend that gives you some cause for concern?
Look, I don't think it's a trend. I think something has to be done a bit longer than that for it to be a trend. It has to be repeated.
I don't know. Some people would argue that 3 games straight is a trend.
Okay. It depends, again, in what context. Okay, you're looking at going away to the Stadium of Light, and they were up for it. They were. You tell me that Sunderland team's a bad side.
No, I didn't say that.
Okay,
I'm talking about away form.
I get that, but listen, that Sunderland team went to Stamford Bridge and beat that team. Yeah. They beat them 2-1, and also Stamford Bridge. That was a tough place to go. They were up for it. That we played badly. What I watched today wasn't that game last week. Last week we were poor. We didn't turn up, and we got the draw. This week, I'll be honest with you, at parts of the game, I thought we were good. Yeah.
Well, you know what? You're right. I need to make it clear. I don't think we played bad today. I don't think we deserved to lose.
No, I don't
but we
either.
did lose. So that's obviously disappointing. We got it wrong at the end there. We should have been a bit more defensively responsible, but we weren't. But what I'm saying is the second time that's happened, because at Sunderland, we should really have seen that game out as well.
Okay.
And we didn't. So is it a coincidence, or are we not focused for the full scope of the game, 90 minutes plus? You need to be on it for the full scope of the game when you're away from home.
If I'm honest with you, I don't think we got it wrong. Well, obviously we conceded a goal at the end, but I think we got it wrong at the beginning. I don't think that playing Eze out on the left-hand side personally works. I believe it's either Odegaard or Eze in that position. Now, for the goal, Eze was caught out of position. Why? Because it's not his natural position to be marking a fullback that's overlapping to be in an opportunity, a goal-scoring opportunity. And you could see he was a yard off of him. Then a ball, listen, and I'm not having a go at Arsenal. David Raya, who is a fantastic goalkeeper, probably one of the best in Europe, for me, needs to do better with that. The ball is played to his feet. Okay, albeit at pace, but at that level, the ball's played to his body, his feet, and it goes through his legs. If the ball's put into the top corner or the bottom corner, look, I could understand it more. I think if you ask David Raya, I would imagine that he would probably be slightly disappointed with the ball going through his legs.
I think that's fair. I mean, I feel the same way.
No criticism. He's a fantastic goalkeeper, a lot better goalkeeper than I am, but I genuinely...
I'm a better goalkeeper than you.
But genuinely, I do believe, he could. It's at him, and you'd expect him. Okay, it was at pace, so that's the goal. At the end, there was a bit of a mix-up. It was a bit calamitous. It's a bit pinball-y in the penalty area, and Buendia, who came on as a sub, luckily bangs it, in our goal for them, and the place erupted, and they've had their moment. That was that was a great moment for Villa fans. But one thing I will say, credit to Mikel Arteta, he got it realised that what he did in the first half wasn't quite working. So he hooks Marino, he hooks Eze, and he brings on Gyökeres and Trossard. And Trossard, listen, fair play to Trossard, because this is a player as well that Arsenal fans are going, sell him, get rid of him. He's we need, Rodrigo and all this. But this guy's popping up with important goals at important times. That's so he actually played, he came on, made the difference, took his opportunity, took his chance, scored, and then he had to go off because obviously he's picked up a knock, unfortunately. And that was, I'd say, a managerial masterstroke. Listen, within 7 minutes of the restart, we're 1-1. It's a different game.
And then, immediately after that, actually, even preceding the goal, we looked good. In the immediate aftermath of the game, though, Villa did start coming back into it, and slowly but surely they worked their way back, and the game took on a different turn. But I have seen the stats at the end of the game. We actually had more possession, more shots on goal, more shots on target. For me, I think we were slightly unfortunate today. I don't think we deserved a loss, but a loss is a loss. What do you say to the people now? We've already seen them online, the trolls, and even some Arsenal fans who are saying, "Oh, squeaky bum time, our Arsenal beginning to implode." What do you say to those people?
I mean, listen, like I said earlier, the league is not won or lost in December. Do I believe we're the best team still in Europe? Yeah, I do. Listen, we've got, like I said, 3 centre-backs out. I do believe, though, part of, I say, the problem with today's game, and this is nothing that I'm disrespecting our club captain, but where Odegaard drops deep into the role that you'd usually see I think Zubimendi was slightly obsolete today, a little bit. Usually he will drop back into that position, get the ball and move the ball around. With Eze on the pitch, he doesn't do that so much. He will stay in a more advanced position, looking to pick the ball up and move it around and to be a goal threat. Listen, Odegaard, to be fair to him, he had a shot which Martinez gets a finger. Don't forget there were chances in this game. Martinez makes an absolutely world-class save, gets his fingertips to it. That's going in the top corner. This game, these games are won and lost on fine margins. Aston Villa, they come to our place on December the 30th. People are talking about putting daylight between the other teams, and listen, that's a great opportunity. Our home form is fantastic. Away from home, okay, we beat Manchester United, we lost to Liverpool. We've got all of these. We beat Newcastle. So it's 3 games against good opposition. Villa, quality opposition today. I think they will be in and around at the end of the season. Do I think they'll go on to win it? I don't think they will. Do I think they'll push us that far? If I'm honest with you, I don't. But listen, no disrespect to them. They're a very good side, and they got the job done today. And we didn't, but we could have.
Yeah, I mean, I agree pretty much most of what you said there. It's a disappointing day for Arsenal. We have lost. However, it's not the end of the world. We're still topping the table, albeit by 3 points our lead has been cut. Going forward, though, you mentioned about that number 10 position. That could become a bit of a dilemma for the manager, because Odegaard came back today and I thought he had a good game. Indeed, he got man of the match. But some people are saying that if we're going to play Eze, he has to play in the 10. The left wing or the left side of attack doesn't work. So what do you think he does moving forward?
Look, I'm going to be honest with you. I understand Odegaard's the club captain, but after Eze's fantastic performance against Tottenham, he wasn't amazing against Chelsea. But I think after that fantastic performance and the hat-trick, I think it was slightly unfair to just take him out of that position and put Odegaard straight. That's just my personal opinion. And put him straight in there. Like I said, Odegaard, listen, he's a fantastic player. Not knocking it, but I just think where he was dropping deep a lot of the time, I think leave that to Zubimendi. And I would have just rather seen Eze in that position today with Martinelli, and then obviously you could have brought Trossard on. It's all if, buts and maybes. I'll be honest, I would have liked to have seen Gyökeres involved in that game. He had a chance at the end where you kind of need to be, that ball that goes across the box.
Yeah, that was meant for him. That was his...
Also, would I have taken Saka off? Probably not. I don't think Madueke, there was a couple of times he should have gone for the ball and he didn't. you know, again, you know, there were some questionable performances. Positive note, Calafiori picked up his yellow card. So, you know, the Wolves game. Listen, we've got Wolves. You've got to look at the fixture run up that we've got. We've got Wolves. We've got Everton coming up. I do believe with Saliba and Gabriel, either Saliba, Gabriel, or Mosquera, one of those three. I do believe that result is different. We are unfortunate, and it's not blaming it on injuries, and it's a fact. You know, you've got three first choice centre backs out. It is gonna. It's going to affect you. It's going to affect you, and of that level of quality as well.
Okay, then just a quick question then to end things. We've lost today, but are you still confident we can go on and win the title?
100%, 100%. Just because you lose one game of football, it doesn't, I don't think, damage our title credentials. Listen, we've got players to come back from injury. You know, like I said, I think. This game against Bruges on Wednesday, and then the game against Wolves next Saturday, and then we've got Everton. I think these games give us an opportunity to rest players and bring in players like, it'd be nice to see Christian Norgard come in, get a bit of game time, and you know, the players that we've got, i.e. Saliba, Gabriel and Mosquera, have a bit more time to get closer to fitness. And then I'd say when it restarts, obviously we've got Villa on the 30th of December, you know, you want those players fit for that game. And then obviously the fixtures that we've got Liverpool at home coming up, etc. So, look, am I worried? No, we're still top of the table. However these results go today, we're still going to be top of the table come Sunday evening or Monday evening. And that's it. Then we've got Champions League. Next weekend, yeah, we need to, listen, I would be worried if the Wolves game, you know, that's a draw. You have to win that. That's 3 points. They've got 2 points. You know, there's no draw or loss there. You go and stick that team away. You go and do damage to them. It's as simple as that. You go and put them away properly. Okay. So yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Well said, mate.
Thank you, mate.
Thanks.